13 days.
Fuck.
After a train derailment causing a chemical spill then is burned off, causing a poisonous cloud over the town. Town told to go fight itself by FEMA.
I don't give a fuck.
FEMA finally shows up in Ohio.
What the hell's going on out here?
13 days. I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this
See, now that's some bullshit.
is what's next. Hey, what's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo here. Another episode of What's Next, your daily dose. Hope you guys are doing well today on this Saturday. Yes, of course, this is the weekend edition. In my intro, I called it 13 days. 13 days after a derailment with chemicals, highly volatile chemicals, spilled in East Palestine, Ohio. Of course, that wasn't bad enough. They had to come out and do a controlled burn, causing a poisonous cloud that engulfed the entire town, killing animals in its wake, poisoning the water, and who knows what the hell's going to happen to the people living there. But according to the EPA, after days, you know what? You're good. How's the water? The water's fine. Would you like some? Oh, no, thanks. I've got bottled water. When you had both, and I just found out about this like in the last 24 hours, when you had both the governors of PA and the governors of Ohio, both governors signed off on the controlled burn, that'll do the trick. And then when shit hit the fan, they were like, yeah, that wasn't such a good idea. And then to make things worse, let's request FEMA to give us the aid that we need to try to, quote, fix this thing. And FEMA basically told the town to go fight itself. Now, FEMA's coming to town. Oh, joy. Oh, did I forget that you had one Transportation Secretary, Pete Buttplugs, blame this on Trump while he was talking about getting rid of whiteness in construction. Wow. This comes out of Breitbart. FEMA to deploy federal services to East Palestine 2 weeks after what some have called the town getting nuked. That is what it looks like right now. Well, give or take. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, will deploy federal services to East Palestine, Ohio 2 weeks after the train disaster Governor Mike DeWine announced on Friday. Yes, that little... Following further discussions with FEMA tonight, they will be employing federal resources to East Palestine, the Ohio governor said. Oh, thank you so much. Governor Mike DeWine, FEMA, and the state of Ohio have been in constant contact regarding emergency operations in East Palestine. Read a joint statement from Governor Mike DeWine and FEMA Administrator Thomas Sivak released Friday. US EPA and Ohio EPA have been working together since day one. Bullshit. The joint statement continued. Tomorrow, FEMA will supply federal efforts to deploy senior response officials along with regional incident management assistance team, IMAT, to support ongoing operations, including coordination, ongoing assessments of potential long-term recovery needs, the statement added. In a statement released Thursday, before it was announced that FEMA was to be deployed to East Palestine, the Ohio governor said it had been in daily contact with FEMA to discuss the need for federal support, but said that FEMA continues to tell Governor Mike DeWine that Ohio is, you're not eligible at this time. How about you go back to your town and go back to your little homes and drink your tap water and die? Governor Mike DeWine, Press Secretary Dan Turney, told Breitbart on Thursday that the situation in East Palestine was considered ineligible for FEMA disaster relief. While the train derailment is clearly a disaster, it technically did not involve destruction of property, because water is not considered property, nor animals. People. Come on. How dare you, bigot? We are ineligible for FEMA disaster declaration. We've been told by FEMA that we will not meet their standards at this time or qualifications at this time, Turney said. And the reason for that is FEMA disaster declarations are related to property damage and solely property damage. In addition, Friday's announcement on FEMA will be deployed to East Palestine. Well, yeah, because of all the backlash that they've gotten over the last 48 to 72 hours. In addition to Friday's announcement, of course, DeWine's office revealed that Ohio is setting up a medical clinic in town to upcoming week to engage with residents, answer questions, evaluate any symptoms, and provide medical expertise. Yeah, remember the little town get-together they wanted to have, and y'all didn't show up? Well, there you go. The governor's office said in response to the request from DeWine, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services will be sending federal officials to East Palestine to support the clinic. Oh, yes, I'm sure wonderful Rear Admiral Dick Levine will be making an appearance. The announcement on FEMA has been deployed to East Palestine arrives on the heels of it being revealed that former President Donald Trump plans to visit the small town next week.
Very troublesome. These poor individuals, through no fault of their own, became victims of systemic failures within the rail transportation system, and it manifested itself in this mushroom cloud that they had to experience in their town. One of the reasons why I made the comment about we nuked a town with chemicals is because there was somebody from Darlington, Pennsylvania, who was videoing the cloud that had went over his property, and you could see fallout coming out of the cloud going onto his property. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, it reminds you of one of those apocalyptic shows where the nuclear fallout's coming out. And I thought about it, I says, well, yeah, we basically did nuke a whole town just to get a railroad going, back in service. And
this was a fucking clusterfuck since day one. Since day one, this thing has been a clusterfuck. It's absolutely pathetic that it took this long. That it took 13 days for FEMA or any government institution to come out and try to, quote unquote, rectify the issue, try to resolve the issue. Well, guess what? There is no rectifying, there is no resolvement. What we do know is this: the water's been poisoned, animals are dying, and who knows what the hell's going to happen to the people in the upcoming weeks and years. This is not something that's going to be like overnight. We are talking about potential 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road of what the potential dangers this could be. We could be talking cancers and other ailments, other long-term ailments that are going to hurt the people of this town through no fault of their own, but through every single fault of the fucking government and, of course, Norfolk Southern. I think they're the ones who actually own the trains. And then you have Pete Buttplugs. That fucking ass clown. On the day of, talking about whites in construction, the shit hit the fan. And the town was basically essentially nuked. I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more shows like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.